Oh my god, James, you're actually still awake? This is a surprise. But hey, turns out I'm not dead. Well, at least not yet anyway. I'm back! What's up everyone, this is Spirit RoseWolf and I'm back once again for another Shin Megami Tensei 1 livestream. And yes, I do realize that it has been about 2 weeks since the last livestream. Well, yeah, a lot of stuff has happened since that time. Unfortunately, mostly real life, so I wasn't able to come back to this game. But now I am, and, well, unfortunately today might be a pretty short part, considering it's a little late, but, you know, I didn't want to go another day without doing another stream. You know, I've been trying to stream for the past few days, but stuff just hasn't been working out. But hey, let's see if tonight can be any different. I'm still alive, sadly too. Oh man, James, you know my pain, you know my pain. Alrighty, well, let me just do a couple more things before we get started here. I need to share a couple more links. Oh boy, he's actually starting to fall asleep now. Alrighty, James, alrighty, I get it. I get ya. Alright, let's get started. So... Oh, it's been like 2 weeks, so I don't really know what happened last time. Oh, yes. I completely forgot. I actually put down some notes. Man, it's been quite a while that I actually forgot how to do this. So, yeah, here's the recap. Alrighty, so in the last part of Shin Megami Tensei 1, I believe we were in Ginza prepping up for the eventual next dungeon, which I believe was the police station? Yes, it's the police station. So let me bring out my guide. And apparently the police station is going to be a pretty long dungeon. Has a couple floors to it, so hopefully we can get through it tonight. Now, as per usual with the beginning of every single part of this livestream series, I will be going through the off-screen grinding recap that I put down when I was grinding off-screen, obviously. I'm actually going to do that while we traverse through the dungeon, just so we can save a bit more time. Because again, I don't have much time to stream most of this tonight. I'm pretty sure we'll only be able to go through one dungeon. So, you know, let's get through this while we can. So we head north with the Great Fork, and we come across an elevator, which leads to the basement level of the police station. So the police station is, and it's completely black. Of course, as soon as we enter into this place, the lights are off. But hey, they're playing the Ginza theme, which is like one of my favorite themes in the game, so can't argue with that. Luckily though, I have a map, so I know exactly where we're going. Alright, turns out we started from the bottom right. Let's go this way, and suddenly machines. That's right, that's right. What we were doing here, the reason why we're here in the police station is because I believe Arthur, who was at that point in the story basically dead and now a deceased ghost, warned us about the defense system, or the defense force that was basically made up of robots going berserk and basically causing chaos all over Tokyo. At least that's what I remember anyway. Whether they were just causing chaos or whether they were going to eventually be a threat, he asked us to put a stop to it, and apparently we can put robots to sleep. I don't know how that works. Did we just press their off switch with the bullets or something? I have no idea. Oh yeah, and unfortunately I didn't want to talk to it, but my finger slipped. Luckily though, these encounters don't really mean much, considering we spent most of the last part getting some new equipment and guns. Or at least a new gun for Mogrim. Oh, by the way, I completely forgot to show this off. I just remembered that in the last part we were actually struggling through a particular glitch that didn't allow us to equip anything on snow. Well, I don't know how this worked, but when I restarted the game, the glitch was just gone. So now I was able to equip the SPA S12 gun onto Snow, so now she has a better gun than the one she had before. Oh no, James is booping me all over. Alrighty, well, now that we're in the police station, let me actually make this a bit more easier. I'm actually going to summon my Estoma slave. That's right, it was Keelan. Summon Keelan, and we cast Estoma. So this way we won't have to bother with most encounters at this point. Which is a fucking godsend, especially when you're just trying to go through what is honestly just a pretty boring dungeon. I actually looked through the guide before I started this, because I actually realized that I did actually play through this part of the game before when I was first playing it on the ISO version. I just completely forgot how far I went into it, and apparently I got pretty far. All the way to, I believe, Ikebukuro was the town that I got to. Oh, hey! And we actually got out of the darkness, and this place is actually doesn't look that bad. It's blue. A blue police station. Honestly, not that surprising. This begs the question, where the hell are we? Guess I have to pull out my map. Let's take a look at the map. Turns out... Was this actually the correct way to go? We are in basement level 1, right? Yeah. And we're facing north. So I'm actually looking at the map, and it's pretty confusing. The map actually doesn't read correctly here. Okay, maybe it does and I'm just being stupid. So, yeah, alright. Apparently we have to go up once. We have to go north once. And then go right 2 times. Go left 1 time. And then we enter into a room that has absolutely nothing. Yeah, this floor actually doesn't have any sort of collectibles whatsoever, so you pretty much just have to go through it and find the elevator. Or the stairs, if you just want to use the stairs. Let's actually use the stairs, because there might be some collectibles in the next floor. Who knows? And the verdict is nothing. Yep. No collectibles on this floor either. Okay, I actually like what the guide says here. When you enter into the 2nd floor. If you're here, that means you felt like exploring this place. As mentioned earlier, there is nothing of value on this floor. So yeah, we are basically just supposed to go to the elevator. So let's actually go back to the 1st floor. And hey, Scar, I see you there. Nice to see you around. Even though it's like pretty late for you, you should probably be in bed for school. That's Spirit's room. Nah, my room would obviously be green. Actually, funnily enough, my childhood room, which I had from like when I was born all the way to like, I think I was like 12 when we moved out of that house. We actually painted the walls blue in that room, so I did technically have a blue room. And I did in fact paint most of it. It was mostly my dad who painted it, but you know, I helped a little bit. I held the paintbrush. Does that mean I'm a man too? Okay, so third floor. Is there anything we can get from the third floor? Oh my god, there is! There's a vitality incense. There is actually something of worth here. And it's literally right here in the next room. Vitality incense, yeah. And nothing else of value in this entire place. Man, this dungeon can actually go by pretty quick if you don't bother exploring. And I didn't mean to go to the 5th floor, I was actually trying to go to the 4th floor. Also, I completely forgot I was supposed to go through the recap while we were traversing through this dungeon, so why don't we go through that right now? Because there are a couple of demons that I did actually fuse. Spoiler alert, I fused a lot of demons during my off-screen grinding. I basically used demons that I could find in Ginza, and I do actually have a way to show off the particular demons that I did find. So, first off, the first fusion, I actually fused the Watcher and the Sylph. Now, if you remember from the last part, the Watcher had this really awesome spell called Remudra. Excuse me. Well, I hope nobody heard that. So anyway, Watcher, he had this really awesome ability called Remudra, which was basically... how it was supposed to work was... it does a ton of damage to the enemy, but it takes a couple of HP points from the caster. Unfortunately, due to a glitch in the game, or probably due to some faulty coding, it doesn't actually take any HP from the caster, so it's basically just a really powerful spell. But yeah, he was starting to warm out his welcome, so I ended up using the Watcher and a Sylph, which is an elemental demon, to make a element fusion, which resulted in the next demon in, I believe, the Yoma line, which turned out to be the demon Onkat, right here. The next of the Yoma class is level 43, has Mazanma, and most importantly, Rakukaja and Tarukaja, which are great buff spells. He's also a monkey, and I believe he has something to do with Buddhist origin. I do remember in later Shin Megami Tensei games that he's basically the pre-evolution form for Sun Wukong, or Sun Goku as most people in the West might know, who was a prominent character in the Chinese myth Journey to the West. Oh, was it Journey to the East? Either way, he's a Monkey King or something like that. Visualizing spirit. Oh my god, Arsenal, really? You had to say that? You know, you're lucky I'm starting to look at the comments now, or else I would have missed that. Oh my god, even Scar's getting into it too? Also, hey Green Raccoon, I see your comments as well. What's up? Like I said during the beginning, I know it's been like 2 weeks, but yeah, a couple of stuff happened in real life and I wasn't able to come back to this game, but hey, I'm back now. Unfortunately, this live stream won't go as long as the usual ones, but you know, I want to get through as much as I can. God damn it, Green Raccoon is... Really, guys? Do you really want to... I'm not even gonna say it. Not even gonna say it. Okay, so back to the recap. We made the Onkat, and so I decided to do my grinding in... Damn, you guys ruined that word for me, you know that? So I decided to do my off-screen grinding in Ginza, where we actually encountered a bunch of new demons. And I can actually show you guys what the demons actually look like through the devil analysis, which is a feature I only realized I had during the off-screen session. So the demons that we barely encountered before. Where is he? Apparently it sorts out the demons by their types, I think? I honestly have no idea. But I'm trying to find that particular demon that I fought. Maybe I actually didn't fight it. Here he is. The Messiah Magnus. So I was able to recruit the Messiah Magnus, which is the next quote-unquote demon in the Messiah line, which meant he could potentially go into a random fusion. So that's actually pretty useful. So after I captured the Messiah Magnus, I decided to go back to the Cathedral Shadows and do a pretty interesting fusion. Instead of my usual 2-demon fusion, I decided to go for a 3-demon fusion by using the... Oh wait, that's actually later. My bad, I'm actually skipping through the recap here. So yeah, before I did that 3-way fusion, I actually used the Messiah Magnus and the Gnome Demon that I bought from the Rag Shop, which was a pretty useless elemental demon, to make a random fusion. And the random fusion resulted in this demon right here, the Senri, who I recognize the name from future Shin Megami Tensei games. And let me show you guys exactly what Senri's design in later games looks like. So, this is what Senri looks like now in Shin Megami Tensei 1. She's like a floating purple-skinned priest with blonde hair. You know, pretty familiar in fantasy setting. This is what Senri looks like in later games. Yeah, that fucking design. Basically a cat furry. And I made sure to write this down. Dude, download the picture and show it during the stream. Because, yeah, she's a cat furry. Why wouldn't I show this? So yeah, that's basically what Senri looks like. A really different design compared to her original one. But overall, she's a good demon. She's more so a support and magic user. She has Mazanma, which is pretty great, and Dormima and Pulinta to help during battles. We gotta stop these grinding jokes. Finally, Green Raccoon with the sensible... as the sensible conscience. It's fine, it's fine. As long as you guys are entertained, I don't mind. Cat furry, dun, dun, dun. I knew James would like that. But yeah, in this game, she's basically a flying priest, who's apparently of the same race as Thanos. Oh my god, those jokes. I'm gonna have to look back at this chat later, just to see what type of jokes you guys are saying. So anyway, back to the recap. I fused it to make the Senri, which is actually a pretty good demon, as you can see, because I kept it. So then I decided to go back to Ginza and find a couple new demons. 2 of which are the Quancha here, which is a Jirai demon. It's the law variant of the skeleton-like demons, and he's more so of a physical fighter. Actually, he's more so of a physical wall, which is actually pretty good. He could be useful in the front lines, so, you know, it's good to have a demon like him. And I also recruited the Skeleton, if I could find him here. He's gotta be here somewhere. Or maybe he's not, because I probably didn't kill him. Which means I didn't get his information. Well, anyway, Skeleton. Yeah, I also got that demon. So the Quancha and the Skeleton. So after that, I went back to the Velvet Room. What is it called? The Cathedral Shadows. Okay, I was having a brain fart there. So yeah, this was when I was doing the 3-way fusion. So during this fusion, I actually used the Lake, the Atsuyu, and the Quancha that I just acquired. That's right. 2 of the demons that were basically pretty useless in my party, the Lake and Atsuyu, because they were dark demons. I think it was Jirai and Brute. And the thing you should know about dark demons in this game is that you can only fuse a dark demon with the demon of that particular variant. So you can only fuse a a jockey demon. So you can only fuse a jockey demon with another jockey demon to make something, or a brute demon with another brute demon. If not, then it basically results in a slime, and you do not want a slime. So yes, the three-way fusion with Lake, Atsuyu, and Quancha resulted in an actually pretty cool demon, and one that I actually wanted to get before, the werewolf. And I made sure to get this demon because, heck, it's a werewolf! I mean, we already have a cat furry on our side, might as well get the full package. He's mostly physical and speed oriented, so he's gonna go first, and he's gonna hit hard. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good to have in our party. Demon fuse equals demon mate. Dude, James, you have no idea. So yeah, after the three-way fusion, I actually went back to Ginza again, because after that, you know, using 3 demons in a fusion, I basically opened up 2 spaces in my demon comp, which means I was able to recruit 2 more demons to my party, which meant more possible fusions. So I captured another Magnus and another Quancha to use for demon fusions, and those fusions actually resulted in... Oh, I actually used the Magnus and the Quancha in a fusion. So yeah, I actually used both of them. And because the Magnus was a Messiah, that meant it was a random fusion. And what I got from that random fusion is actually pretty amazing. I actually squeed when I found out this. I got this demon right here, the Misaguchi. Now, Misaguchi, I believe, is a Japanese god of fertility and lust. And looking at his design, you can definitely tell that's what they were basing it on. And I'm I'm sorry, I'm just looking at his face and like, oh my god, that's a penis. Like, really? I just had to make this, you know? And of course it had to be a vile demon. And it's actually a pretty great demon in its own right. It has a lot of HP, a lot of strength, pretty good MP to use its skills, and what the skills that it does have, Zionga and Mazionga, are really great for boss battles. So overall, despite it being somewhat of a joke, it's a pretty great demon to have in your party. Oh, what does Arsenal say? Big news in gaming, Doom Eternal has been delayed. Oh yeah! It's been delayed until March of next year. That's not bad, because now it'll give me more time to actually get a console when it comes out. That is very true, Arsenal. And I think it's like the 23rd that it's being released. Yeah, that's pretty close to your birthday, isn't it? So who knows, maybe a potential birthday gift or something. Alright, so after the Misaguchi, I decided to capture another Quancha because it's just a great demon, you know, just to have in my party. So I have a Quancha for potential future fusions. And after that, I did a little bit more grinding for experience. So Malgrim is now level 44. So let me show off the human stats. Malgrim is now level 44, and I put his level up point in luck. And Snow, she is now level 46 because of that glitch. She's 2 levels higher than Malgrim, and that's probably how it's going to stay for the rest of the game. And I raised her speed. Also, I have a bit of an interesting discussion to talk about during our next level up. I'll have to bring it up then, because right now it pretty much won't make sense. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our recap. So let's actually get back to the game at hand and go through this relatively short dungeon. We're already at the 4th floor, and from what it looks like, there's only a couple more treasures to get. There's actually 2 treasures to get in this floor. So, apparently we need to go into the darkness. Or, are we going into the darkness? No, wait. This is where we're going, into the darkness. Oh, thank goodness for this map, so I'll actually know where the fuck I'm going. And there we go. Speed incense. Okay, so after our next level up, I'm definitely gonna give those incenses to our characters. But yeah, I'm also gonna have to explain exactly what I'm gonna do with these incenses, or what I'm going to do with the level up bonuses in general. And there's our luck incense. Since we're talking about demons, I thought, why not mention Doom in some things on games? Yeah, pretty true, Arsenal. Yeah. That could also open up some discussions, and you know what? We definitely need some relatively interesting discussions during dungeon crawling. It definitely makes places like this more interesting, because we're basically just going through a police station. Hey, I gotta go give my nose a James, really? Okay, I'm not even gonna ask, but yeah, you do you, James. See you tomorrow, okay, buddy? Alright, well, now that we got all the treasures here, let's head back to the elevator. Should be all the way over here. And yeah, overall, this dungeon is going by a lot faster than I thought. I think that's mostly the fact that I have Estoma and I have the FAQ map up, so I know exactly what is where and how big this place really is. It's not really that big, there's just a lot of floors. And heck, in the 5th floor, there's really not any treasures at all. It's basically just a straight run to the boss. And yeah, there is a trap door in the middle of the floor of the room, but you know, we're not actually gonna go there. Because really, are we that stupid? Oh shit, what is this? ID card, ID card. The door is broken. Will you go inside? Oh well, if this is the boss battle, I might as well save here. So yeah, we're actually gonna fight a boss already. It feels like we didn't even start the live stream that long ago. I'll be on when I'm on. Bye guys. Alrighty, later James. You have a good night. Maybe I should have summoned some of my demons, but you know what? Fuck it. I've already save stated. Battle. Well, good thing that's that, because now I can summon my demons. Let's see. Well, let's try out our new dick demon over here. Let's put him in the front row. And let's have our werewolf out too. I want to see how good our werewolf is. Keelan, you're pretty much only good as our Estoma slave, so you go back. And Power, you were actually pretty great in the last boss battle, so I'm gonna let you be in the front row as well. And as for our last demon, let's have Sarah's body out, because she's actually pretty great defensive-wise. And in the event that the boss might have magic, you know, she's great because she has Makarakan. And it seems like this is the boss, so let's save state again. Go inside. Oh my god, a mad scientist. Well, with that crazy hair, of course you would be a mad scientist. It's working. The control system for the robotic police force is working. Okay, I probably didn't mention this before, but why the fuck do the police have a robotic police force? This is basically just the plot of RoboCop, isn't it? Is that what they were going for? You know what? Considering Shin Megami Tensei likes to make references to current culture, it wouldn't surprise me that this is all basically just a RoboCop reference, or heck, a Terminator reference at that, because we were seeing like T numbered robots, so you know that in itself could be a Terminator reference. With the robots under my command, I'll slaughter humans, the demons, everyone. Oh yeah, this is definitely a mad scientist. I'll send every last living thing in this city to hell. What are you doing here? You're not trying to stop me, are you? I won't allow you to interfere with my plans. Take care of them, my robot sentinels. Sentinels? Okay, now we're in X-Men. Oh, that's a sentinel. I expected something bigger and purple. Scar's memory is fuzzy. Yeah, we pretty much all know that, Arsenal. So the T9SC/P. So yeah, it is a T. So is this basically supposed to be like the T1000 or something? Maybe. Alright, but well, this is a boss battle, so we might as well do what we've been doing for the past few boss battles. Let's play that sweet boss battle theme from the PS1 version. Did that company migrate to Japan after RoboCop 3? Well, honestly, Green Raccoon, I actually haven't watched RoboCop, so I wouldn't know. T800. Oh yeah, I think that was like the number for the original Terminator in Terminator 1, wasn't it? Oh man, speaking of Terminator 1, the new Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat 11, I think it is. They actually added the T. Is it the T800 or is it the T1000? Arnold. They added Arnold in the new Mortal Kombat game. Because yeah, of course they have to add Arnold. He's like the Terminator. Arnold is like one of the most well-known horror villains in the genre. So obviously, yeah, it was only a matter of time until they added him. And you know what? I'm glad they did. Even though he does look quite old in that version. Oh, I forgot Sarasvati had both Tetrakarn and Makarkarn. You know what, let's put up a Tetrakarn in case these things have physical attacks. Malgrim, you keep using your guns, and Snow, considering these are robots, let's actually see how good Mazionga does. Snow went first, of course. Holy shit! 220 damage, and she one-shotted that thing! Guys, are you seeing this? She one-shotted these fucking robots! She one-shotted all of them! Okay, so the Moss spells only hit 4 enemies. I did not know that. I thought they hit all of the enemies, but it takes care of half of them. Holy shit, even Misaguchi soloed it. My god. Okay, that's not a bad attack. I bet if we put up more Tetrakarns, Werewolf could actually be pretty great. And the gun took care of the last one. Wow. Boss battle? What was that? I'm pretty sure that wasn't... Yeah, that definitely wasn't the boss battle. T800. Alright, so it is called the T800. Well, yeah, they added the T800, and he actually does have gray hair, and you know what? I kind of like it. You know, the design is pretty okay. The control system is running. Will you destroy it? Well, obviously, that is why we're here. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a but thou must moment. Actually. Knowing Shin Megami Tensei, it probably isn't, so I actually want to see what happens if we say no. Oh, we actually exit out of the room. Does this actually give us a chance to save? Let me see. It does! It does! Okay, so we can actually just save here in case something bad happens. Huh. You learn something new every day, I guess. Like hell, yeah, we'll destroy it. You approach the control system, ready to smash it. Defenses. Oh great, I'm gonna have to go with the robot voice. Emergency systems online. Proceeding with extermination of invaders. What the fuck? Okay, suddenly we're now the MCU. From Tron? I'm pretty sure that he's called the MCU. Master Control System, yeah, that's it. Suddenly we're in Tron, okay. Or is that Zordon? It's probably just a green version of Zordon. Well, Machine Defense System. Alright, this is apparently the real battle. So let's bust out our... Let's just go with our original strategy of just using our best moves. Power, you can just use a Tarakaja. Make Werewolf a little more stronger. I feel like this guy won't have any magic, considering he's a machine. But I've been wrong before. Screw it, let's use a Tetracorn. Let's shoot the machine. We have to stop it before Metal Gear goes active. Man, that was so stupid in the original Metal Gear. Okay, yeah, magic does nothing to him, but we still can put him in shock, so at least that's something. Which means he's not going for this turn. Yeah, magic is shit. And the Tetracorn was pretty much useless. Alright, it seems like physical attacks are the way to go in this battle. So, Misaguchi, do you have any sort of physical attacks? Not really, so let's just have you attack. Thrust at him, Misaguchi. Werewolf, you keep using your extra attack because it's actually pretty good, and we keep using Tarakaja. Sarasvati, just in case we use a Tetracorn. I didn't get to see how the guns were, and Snow, I actually want to see how your physical attacks are. Oh sweet, we got the Tarakaja working before everyone else attacked. I see no point of returning Haha! Haha! That's where you're wrong, Green Raccoon. Sorry about that. Legend has it that Arnold is a Terminator because there was a guy that had drop-kicked him from behind, and Arnold said that he didn't know him. Oh yeah, I remember reading about that story. So that is true? Either that or he's just really... No way, he could be a robot. With that type of face? Yeah, it definitely makes sense. I mean, the whole reason why he was casted in the first place was because his face looked pretty stoic and robotic, so, you know. Okay, I'm starting to think guns don't work on this guy. Fire to shock. Oh, so he can shock us. Okay. Well, that's not good. 79 damage, though. Not bad from Misaguchi. I may just have to let him keep doing the attack. Or we'll just keep doing your extra. And keep raising those Tarakajas. Those are pretty good. So, I guess that wasn't a physical spell. What about a magic spell? Or will that even repel it? Probably will, who knows? And since guns didn't hit at all, let's just try a sword attack. And Snow, I actually want to see what you did. Sarasvati used Makarakarn, so we'll actually see if the Makarakarn affects him. Really, Mogrim? Really? Really? Snow can do more damage than you? What the hell? The one turn I used Makarakarn and he ends up using a physical attack? Pfft, bosses, am I right? Wow, I could have repelled all of that. Yeah, I'm salty. Damn right I'm salty about that. Same way you'll smash a computer, you use physical attacks. You know what, Arsenal? You're right, you're right. But hey, I mean, short-circuiting a computer by an electric shock? I mean, I thought that would work, you know, it makes sense. Tower Kaja. Okay, let's use a Tetrakarn this time. And then watch it, he'll use like a Mazionga or something. Actually, is Mazionga even in this game? I do not know. No, Mazionga is in this game. I'm thinking of Maziodyne, the 3rd tier spell. Actually, I don't think I've run into any Dyne spells in this game. I'm fairly certain that there aren't any, which is a little bizarre. I'm so glad Power is able to go first and use his Tower Kajas, because that raises our attack considerably. And yeah, overall this boss really just seems like, oh yeah! The Tetrakarn worked! Look at that! It repels all of these! Damn, it did nearly like 200 damage! To itself! That's amazing. But yeah, this battle seems more of a slugfest than anything. Which is unfortunate, he doesn't really do much. Hey, it actually might be because we have some really powerful demons on our side. I think Power is like an endgame demon that you can have for like endgame bosses, because have you seen his abilities? They're really amazing. Yeah, Malgrim, you just keep using your physical attacks. At this point, the physical attacks are just the way to go, especially since we keep using the Tower Kajas and they still keep going up. Ugh, we really need to find a new weapon for Malgrim. 135 damage. God damn. He is just hurting him. He killed himself. That attack killed himself. That is amazing. Oh, I love when that happens. I love when the boss just kills themselves. Alright, let me turn off the music now, because we're pretty much done with the boss battle. Oh, that was beautiful. And Malgrim got a level up from that. Sweet! The Dyne spell is debuted in Devil Survivor games, to my knowledge. Did they Green Raccoon? Because I remember the Dyne spells being a thing in Persona 2. Heck, Persona 1. I'm fairly certain that Persona 2, especially Eternal Punishment, had like Agidyne, Maziodyne, Garudyne, and stuff like that. They probably debuted in an earlier game. I just don't remember them from Shin Megami Tensei 1 or 2 for that matter. Maybe it was Devil Summoner? Maybe? But then again, I haven't played Devil Summoner, so... The original Devil Summoner, I mean. Because that game is Japanese only. Alright, so anyway. Our level up. So we're level 45. Now, I actually want to get into the build that I'm going to focus on when it comes to my characters now. Because I noticed something when I was looking at the guide. So I didn't actually read what the dungeons were or information like the story or the bosses or anything in the guide. I was actually looking at the treasures that you can get in the later locations. And as it turns out, you can actually get a lot of incenses that increase particular stats that I'm working on. And the amount of incenses that you get for the rest of the game can actually max out a couple of these stats for my characters. So I'm actually going to ignore a couple of stats for Malgrim and Snow, particularly Malgrim. So when it comes to his stats, I'm pretty much done with luck. It's gotten to its max capacity, and the rest will basically be filled with incenses and the like. Magic I was never focusing on at all because it really wasn't an issue. You know, the magic defense I can basically do without, and Malgrim doesn't use any magic, so the only thing it raises is his magic defense. And with that point, I could just basically use a Makara Karn or a Medea Rama. Intelligence worked for negotiations, but because I'm using an emulator, I don't really have to worry about negotiations anymore, so intelligence is basically a useless stat now. So really, the only stats that I really just need to focus with Mogrim in terms of his level up bonuses is strength, vitality, and speed. Strength because, well, obviously I want him to be strong with physical attacks. Vitality for his defense, and speed because I want him to go the earliest. In terms of this level, let's actually raise his vitality because I want him to get more HP. And vitality does in fact raise the HP to some degree. So let's do that. So yeah, we're basically ignoring the 3 stats that I just mentioned, and we're basically going to focus on strength, vitality, and speed with Mogrim. Now as for Snow, well, we didn't actually get into her level up. So I guess I'll talk about how I'm going to handle Snow's build when we get to her. So how's it going today? Oh, well, pretty good, Arsenal. It was a pretty lazy day. I napped in the morning, so nothing really exciting. Well, except for the voice chat that I had with Scar. That was actually pretty fun. It's been a while since I actually had a voice chat with him. You found the memory board from within the rubble. Oh, my beautiful robot army. Really? That's it? We're just gonna leave the mad scientist to himself? Nobody's here. Oh shit, he must have offed himself as soon as we destroyed his army. Well, I guess that's it for the robotic outbreak. Hooray, humans! Fuck you, Skynet. At least we don't have to worry about Skynet in this apocalypse. You know, I honestly did not expect to deal with robots in Shin Megami Tensei. I mean, demons, gods, I can handle that, but robots, that's probably going a little bit too far. Ugh. I can't wait until Shin Megami Tensei 2 where we have to deal with Beetlejuice and Stephen Hawking. Did I say Stephen Hawking? We're already dealing with Stephen Hawking. I meant Michael Jackson. And now I just confused everyone in the chat who hasn't played SMT2. You were right, Persona 2 was the game where dying spells came from. Ah, alright. Well, that's good to know. I mean, obviously I would know, considering I basically played Eternal Punishment to death. Like, seriously, you guys have no idea how much I played Eternal Punishment. That game is like perfection. It is one of my favorite games of all time, so of course I would play it to death. We're actually heading to the basement floor, because at this point we're basically done with the police station. We've handled everything we need to do here. So now let's just head back to the Great Fork and see what else we have to accomplish. Also, I am really thankful that we used Estoma because I haven't encountered anything in this dungeon since the beginning. It's amazing. Oh, hey David, nice to see ya. Welcome to the stream, David. It's basically been a while since I've streamed, so this is pretty much my comeback to YouTube. Unfortunately, it won't last long. I'm planning to do a pretty short stream tonight, but you know, who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll be back. Although I did say that last time and I didn't come back for 2 weeks, so who knows really. Apparently there are walls in between this part. Go west, go north, east. Ha! I pretty much memorized this map. You can't hear it, but I am actually moving on the ground, as you know, as you saw for the elevator. Oh, goodbye Ginza theme. I love you so much. Alrighty, well that's it for the police station. What else do we have to do now? Well, apparently the guide's saying we have to head to Ginza again. This time we're actually gonna explore Ginza. Yeah, I actually didn't bother exploring most of Ginza. I basically just stayed in the hallway that I already was in. Mostly because I didn't want to do plot-heavy things off-screen. But I was honestly half expecting seeing Arthur when we passed through the Great Fork. I guess he's just moved on now, considering we did what his request was. Well, okay then. But yeah, we're back in Ginza, and now we're actually going to explore this place. Guess it's time I bring out the map. And there are actually a lot of collectibles to get from this place. A couple of incenses. Actually, a lot of incenses. Alrighty, well, first thing we ought to do before we start exploring the dungeon is let's return some of our demons that we don't really need at the moment. So, power, yeah, you're pretty much okay at the moment. Let's return them all actually, and then we'll summon our Estoma bitch, and just use him to ignore all the counters because I basically fought everything here. I've already showed off most of what I fought, and yeah, it's not really much to do anymore. I am trying not to sleep. Scar, do I have to pull up that GIF with Morgana? Do I actually have to go to Discord and send you that GIF? Because I will do it, Scar. I will tell you to go the fuck to sleep. Arsenal. I missed that distraction. So it was basically a failed distraction. Man, I am being really excited today. Okay, well, we've basically been through most of this area, so let's actually head to where the Vitality Incense is, which is all the way to the right. We actually go into this hallway right here. And you know what? I might as well use the incenses after I get this one. Vitality Incense. Alright, so let's check our incenses and see what we can use. So we have 1 speed, we have 1 luck, and 2 vitality. In terms of the luck incense, well, at this point I don't really need the luck incense. Well, actually, what am I saying? I'm gonna use the luck incense on Magrum. That was my plan to begin with, after all. So we raised his luck, speed. Now I could give this to Magrum since that's one of the stats that I'm focusing on for his level ups now. Although Snow does also need a bit of speed as well, so I'm probably gonna give her the incense. And I'll make that up during level bonuses for Magrum. And as for the Vitality Incense, I'll give it to both of them. 1 of each, so they have 1 extra Vitality. And there we go. And just for reference sake, let's take a look at their stats. Looking good, looking good. Man, his luck stat is through the roof. I'm actually kind of glad I went with a luck build for Magrum, because I'm getting a lot of drops when I fight random encounters. Gems are supposed to be really rare drops, but I'm getting them pretty easily. Which is, you know, it's great because eventually I'll need to make use of the rag shop, which, you know, uses gems as the currency. So there's really only one more collectible in this place, and it's a core shield, which honestly we don't really need. So frankly, I think we're okay with just skipping this floor to begin with. So yeah, let's just ignore the core shield and head to the basement 2 floor. Huh. Basement 2 bottom. Which is, according to the map, literally right here. Huh. It's literally this door. Okay. Well, that was easy to find. Bitch is streaming. Oh, Scar. Scar, you know you have to go to sleep now. You've already missed school this week. You need to go to school, Scar. As your father, I demand you go to bed now. I really can't pull off a serious voice. I'm too nice. I am just way too nice. Spirit, I'd stay up all night if you let. Seriously, Green Raccoon, you make it your mission to just make me blush in every single live stream, don't you? Man. Well, you know what? I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Alright, so where the hell are we? Ooh, there's actually a couple of incenses here. Are we actually looking at the map correctly? Yeah, it's the north. Oh, there's too many words. There's too many letters. Too many legends on the map. It's making me confused. I actually don't understand where I am on the map. Alright, well, might as well just keep going straight until I hit a wall or something. Oh hey, I actually found a treasure. Okay, this can actually make me figure out where I am. Luck incense. There's not supposed to be a luck incense in this floor. Wait, that was a luck incense, right? I didn't read that wrong? Yep, that was a luck incense, and according to the map, there's only a speed and intelligence incense on this floor. Huh. Okay, that must have been an unfortunate mistake on the guide's part. Alright, well, no harm, no foul. Let's just use that luck incense anyway. Oh my god, I think we're like 29 in our luck stat now. We're getting close to the max, and that's like amazing. So apparently 40 is the max you can get in the stats, which is okay in my book. Do I even know where I am now? Because the map didn't have that luck incense on it, so I'm actually a lot more confused than before. Oh wait, it did actually have the luck incense on the map. Okay, I'm just stupid. It's just it actually had the luck incense legend under another legend that had nothing to do with incenses. Seriously, this is to the guide's creator, but couldn't you just had a section where all the incenses were just together? Instead you broke it up into like a confusing way. Again, no harm, no foul, but at least I know where I am. I'm basically at the top left of this floor, which means... Shit, there was actually something I could have gotten from, the right, and I completely missed it. Alright, well, looks like I'm gonna have to backtrack. Thankfully, it's not far. It's literally just right here. Yeah, this one was on me for not exploring. Or is this actually where I'm supposed to go, or did I actually miss it? Yep, I totally missed it. This room actually houses nothing. So it's actually over here is where I needed to go. There we go. Alright. And we have Steven. Are we really just calling him Man in Wheelchair? he already told us his name. My Windows is updating. Oh shit, well, good luck with that, David. Oh, I hate when that happens. It takes forever for my laptop to update. I'm gonna have to pull... let me get a drink before I actually perform this voice. Ah, alright.
We meet again, Margaret. I have to say, you are quite the impressive one. You haven't been possessed by any demons yet, despite getting your hands messy in that department. It appears my judgment in you was right. By the way, have you ever wished you could stock more
Is he actually gonna give us this ability? Are we actually gonna be able to carry more demons?
Install a memory board in your handheld computer, and you can increase the number of minions it can stock.
And we got that! We actually got that from the police station. Okay, so the guy was right. We actually did have to go to the police station before exploring Ginza, or else we would have had to figure this out, and I would have felt like a huge asshole for skipping out on an easier way. I mean, I already messed up earlier in the livestream series when I went to Shibuya before Shinjuku. Or was it Shinjuku before Shibuya? I'm not gonna get into that mess again, but you know what I mean.
Oh, that's a memory board that you have. To think that there'd still be any left. Give that over and I'll install it into your computer immediately.
Also, yeah, Malgrim does in fact carry a portable computer on his arm. You can actually see it in the official artwork on the chat overlay. You know, if I were to actually move Malgrim a little bit to the left, he actually has the computer on his arm. They call it a comp in most Shin Megami Tensei games, which is basically like a short term for portable computer. I forget if it's an acronym or if it's just a short variant of the term computer, but either way, you know, it's an ARM terminal, an ARM computer. Like I said before, it's very remindful of the Pip-Boy from Fallout.
Done! Now you can stock another 2 minions into your computer. My demon summoning program has gotten more convenient in that sense.
Steven, I love you, dude, but why didn't you give this to me at the beginning? You know, when we met you before the apocalypse? That would have been so much easier, and it would have made fusion a hell of a lot more easier as well, and interesting at the same time. But yeah, we can now stock 2 more extra demons, which I think makes a total of either 10 or 12. I think it's like 10, yeah, because I used to only have like 8 demons. Now I can hold 10, which is great for potential fusions, because I could like negotiate and recruit even more demons to add to fusions. So this is gonna open up a lot more possibilities in the future. Stephen King, I could only imagine how he's reacting to the other stat. Stephen King? Arsenal, you mean Stephen Hawking? I mean, Shin Megami Tensei has made references to Stephen King before, but I didn't know I could make you blush so easily, spirits. Damn it, Green Raccoon, you did it again. Hey, I'm easy to please. I'm easy to please. Fallout games are my favorite open world game. Yeah, David, is from what I've been playing of Fallout 4, it is pretty fun. I have to admit, it's the tone and the setting, you know, the apocalypse, the nuclear apocalypse is pretty much one of my favorite settings in any video game ever. So, you know, having it being so well incorporated into Fallout is pretty nice. Alright, well, since we got that amazing upgrade, let's continue on. There's a speed incense that we could get. If I follow the map, or if I actually take a shortcut down here. Oh, no. It's actually over here. Man, thank goodness for Estoma. Like, I would have been running into so many encounters here, it wouldn't even be funny. I would honestly be tearing my hair out if I kept running into encounters. Oh shit! This is a stairs. Okay, we're not supposed to be here. Let's see. Okay, it turns out I went the completely wrong direction. As it turns out, the only way to get to the rest of the map is by going all the way to the north, to the right, and then going through those doors that I completely skipped on the right side of the map. Whoops. Don't you just hate when dungeons are literal mazes? Because I sure as hell do. Again, I dread playing an RPG that doesn't have a repel spell or any form of ability to repel encounters. Persona 1 PS1 version has that, and I'm really reluctant to play that version. Even though I probably will, eventually. Who knows? Maybe. Okay, so if we go down here to the middle, we'll get the speed incense. Sweet. And let's actually see who we're gonna give that to, because I actually don't know who. 22 speed for Malgrim. Snow has 23. Well, considering I'm going to focus on speed for Malgrim from now on, I might as well just give the speed incense to Snow. Since I can focus on other stats during the level up bonus. And besides, we can never have enough speed. Wait, isn't speed like a drug or something? Did I just insinuate? Okay. I'm just gonna ignore what I said there. And an intelligence incense. Now we're gonna give that to Snow as well, considering intelligence is a useless stat for Malgrim. He doesn't need to be smart. Oh, what the hell happened to there? You guys see that, right? At the far right end of the text box, the E that was in intelligence incense is still there. I hope that's not permanent. Oh my god, that looks like it's gonna be permanent. There's a fucking giant black pixel right on the right of the screen. Oh ho ho, this looks ugly. Well, nothing I can do about that for now. Oh, please tell me that's not gonna stay for the entire game. Agree on Fallout 76. Oh yeah, as Arsenal said, Fallout 76 is garbage, yeah. I haven't even played the game, and I'm disappointed in it. But I only stick with Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4. BRB, my Windows needs to restart. Alright, David. But yeah, as for Fallout, like I said in the previous part, I do eventually want to try out Fallout 1 and 2 because I am genuinely curious in the style that they had for those games, you know? Although I don't know if my computer will handle it, I'll just have to test it, you know? Okay, so I think that's all there was in terms of treasures on this floor. Yeah, there's pretty much just a giant maze at the bottom of the map that I need to go through. Oh, what fun! Well, you know what? I should just count myself lucky that I still have Estoma. as I was saying earlier, actually, Persona 1 doesn't have Estoma in the PS1 version, and that is going to be a bitch to play because the dungeons in that game are fucking massive. I mean, I guess I could play on an emulator and use an action replay code to negate the encounters, but what's the fun in that? I'll tell you what fun there is in that. Nothing. There's no fun in that. I mean, unless you're playing the Snow Queen quest, then you pretty much have to at that point. Should I sleep? Hell yeah, Scar. I'm surprised you're still up, Scar. Alright. You know what? You know what, Scar? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send it to you. Better keep your eye out on Discord, Scar, because I'm sending you that GIF. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's a GIF of Morgana in her cat form, or his cat form, in Persona 5. And the cat is basically just twitching all over the screen. And at the bottom of the GIF, it says, "Go the fuck to sleep." People who play Persona 5 would get that joke. Yeah, that's right, Scar. I sent it to you. Now you have to go to sleep. Also, I just realized something. The live stream is still called PS1 Test Stream. That was actually a private stream that I was doing a long time ago. Should probably change the name before somebody says something. You know what? I'll do that in post. It's not like anyone's gonna actually come into the live stream and expect a PS1 test or anything like that. I have to sleep now. Yeah, you better, Scar. I'm being really aggressive today. I remember listening to Country Road as a kid with my dad. Why did Fallout 76 have to ruin something sacred? It used Country Road? Oh, that sucks. Well, I meant the fact that it used it in a pretty shitty game sucked, not the song. The song is actually really great. Let's actually talk about the dialogue now. Let's actually go back to the game. Devil Summoner. What? You want to pass through here? You want to go to Shinagawa, eh? 10,000 Maka. Cough it up or no dice. 10,000 Maka? Like hell I'm gonna give you that. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask the chat for this. I'm like, that's my money. I'm not gonna give you any of that shit. Oh, so you think you can get through here for free, eh? Well, you know, I'm level 45, bitch. I'm pretty sure I can get through this. Well now, I guess I'll have to rough you up a little bit then. Pasaka, show this punk some manners. Pasaka, huh? Wonder if it looks... No, it doesn't. I was about to say, I wonder if it looks like it does in later games, but I mean, it is a corpse. A red corpse, so at least that's something. Oh, thanks, Scar. And no, this isn't a PS1 test stream. That was from a previous live stream that I did. A private live stream that nobody will ever see because I deleted it as soon as it was uploaded. But alright, the Pasakas. You know what? I don't even need the boss battle theme for this. Heck, it's not even playing the boss battle theme in the background. It's playing the normal battle theme. This dude is a joke. Although now that I look at it, I didn't summon any of my demons, so this might be a little tricky. Let's see where we can go with this. I wonder if Hama can work on these things. They are undead demons after all. No, let's not change our formation. Let's actually summon a minion. Power, you're awesome. Always summon power when we can. And as for snow, let's make use of that high magic damage. They negate lightning. I should have seen that coming. But they don't negate Hama. And yeah, look at that. Hama is still an instant kill to undead enemies. Sweet. Nine damage, really? You know, I'm starting to think we didn't even need power for this. Yeah, dude, you were really asking for 10,000 Maka? Like, fucking hell. Oh, power as Mahama. Okay, this is gonna make things even more easier. I wonder, usually guns don't work on undead demons. Let's see if it works on these guys. And as for Snow, let's see what spells she has. Not much, unfortunately. Let's go with the Medea. And let's see Mahama work its magic. Instant kill to so many demons. It's amazing. Grabs my pistol and shoots the gun. Scar, I get the reference, but nobody else will. Well, unless they play Jump Force, so, you know. Which, now that I actually said it's from Jump Force, people will actually get the references. 80 experience. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just a joke battle. Is that really all you got, dude? Yeah. You're not as weak as you look. But I'm just getting warmed up. Oh, really? Next, I've got some... Bicocks? Baycocks? Wow, that sounded really dirty. Whatever these things are, just spoiling for a fight. Think you can beat them? Dude, I don't want to beat anything with that name. Oh, these things! Yeah, this was actually one of the side quest demons during the beginning of the game. I think it was when we fought Ozawa, yeah. It was technically an optional side quest that we took part in, which had no reward whatsoever, but you know, I wanted to take it anyway. But let's see if second verse is same as the first. Let's see if Mahama can work on these things, because these things look pretty undead. And let's just use our guns like last time. Oh my god, it does. Yep, 150. This dude just has a ton of undead demons, you know? This was a pretty terrible fight in terms of him, you know? Bet he was expecting to get a couple chump change from random summoners who probably didn't have any holy demons. But joke's on him. He ran into the one law fag around here. Yeah, power is amazing in these mid-game battles. Like, I'm so glad I actually fused them. The power of Christ compels you. Indeed, indeed, Green Raccoon. Okay, good night. Scar, you better go to sleep now. That's it. Now you've really made me mad. Oh really? What are you gonna pull out this time? Time to break out the big guns. Is he summoning Mara? You don't stand a chance against my Laquez. Oh, the Laquez. Yeah, I actually fused this thing. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure Hama still works on him, so... Wow. This dude is just like so unlucky. I actually kind of feel sorry for him. Oh no! Hama actually doesn't affect these guys. Wow! He actually had something that negated the holy element. Alright, well. You know, I actually commend that, considering most of his other demons, especially weak demons, were pretty much weak to Hama, so you know, this might actually prove to be a slight challenge. Or not, considering 3 of them are already just sleeping. And they're really not doing much damage at all. Yeah, 24 and 33. We could pretty much just heal that with Medea at this point. Power, you unfortunately don't have any offensive spells. So let's just have you attack. And Keelan, yeah, Keelan doesn't have any offensive spells either. How unfortunate. I wonder if we could charm some of these guys. Let's have a little bit of fun, you know? Let's see if Marin Karin can work. And it did! Let's see the chaos unfold now. Oh wait, we're law characters. That begs the question, can law characters actually instill chaos? I guess... lawful chaotic? Oh no wait, that's lawful dark. Is there such a thing as a lawful chaotic character? I feel like that's a contradiction. Then again, a lot of things are contradictions that are actually real things, so... who knows, who knows. Scar, you will not lay on my keyboard as long as you live. Oh yeah, these things are surviving a lot longer than I expected. And we accidentally took out the guy who was charmed, so unfortunately not much chaos in that turn. How disappointing. Yeah, let's just oh wait, she did have Mahama. I'm stupid. Let's see if Mazionga works. Haha, it actually works on these guys. And it does a ton of damage. Sweet. Oh, we should have started with this. Fucking look at that. And these guns are also still great too. Oh man, we're getting pretty powerful at this point. Alrighty, and Snow also leveled up. She finally leveled up. So now I can actually talk about the build that I'm going for in terms of her. A lawful chaotic person is a neutral... I just facepalmed. You are technically right, Green Raccoon. Oh, I should have thought of that. So, anyway, Snow. So this is actually going to be a pretty interesting discussion. So I was taking a look at Shin Megami Tensei, the Shin Megami Tensei wiki, to see certain information about SMT1 that might be useful for this livestream series. And I was taking a look at Snow's page. Well, her real name page. Her real name is actually well, actually they just call her Heroine in the wiki. You know, she's basically just Heroine. But yeah, I was taking a look at her page, and I was interested by her spell list. More specifically, that her spell list is pretty lame compared to most other Shin Megami Tensei characters. Like, I can actually pull it up right now, but if I remember right, she doesn't actually get that many useful spells. She doesn't get Estoma, of course, and because dying spells aren't technically a thing in Shin Megami Tensei 1, her most powerful spell, or offensive spell, that is of the Zio element, is basically Mazionga, which is what she already has at this point. So she pretty much has her best offensive spell until she gets her last spell in the line, which is Megiddo. And for those of you who know Shin Megami Tensei, Megiddo is basically the Ultima of Final Fantasy. It's basically Final Fantasy's Ultima. It's the ultimate magic in the game. Basically, it does a ton of magic, it ignores repel spells like Makarkar, and it basically hits like a truck. Okay, so I pulled up the spell list right here, and because she already has Mazionga, and I believe she also has Recarm and Traesto, the only spells she has left to learn are Rimdora, which is, you know, a great spell to have. It's a wind spell, but overall Mazionga is just better. Recarmdra or Recarmdora, which kills the caster but restores all of the party's HP and MP. Honestly, I wouldn't use it considering I don't like to sacrifice characters, especially my human characters, especially ones that have a ton of HP. And the last spell, Megiddo, obviously, which is an all-group, non-elemental hitting attack. So yeah, that's basically all the spells she learns in the game, and honestly, not that useful, considering the only spell that's pretty much going to be used by me, Mazionga, is already learned. I pretty much don't have to put any more points in magic or intelligence to gain any more spells, because the way you gain spells in this game is a very hard equation that involves the intelligence stat, the magic stat, and the level. So the higher your intelligence and magic stat is, the earliest you'll get certain spells. And because I have all the spells that I need at the moment, I don't really need to worry about the intelligence and magic stat in terms of the level up bonuses. But there was also something else that I learned. Physical attacks rock in this game. And I'm talking physical attacks of the whip variant. So there are actually different types of weapons in this game. Some classified as small weapons that can basically hit from multiple times. Some are blunt weapons like the hammers and such, which can only hit for once, but has a high strength, but has a high power to it. And then there are the whips, which are the female-only weapons, which is what only Snow can wield. And the whips do a ton of hits, a ton of times. So picture this. Snow with a high strength stat using a whip as her weapon, hitting for 8 times. Massive damage. Possibly 100 damage each. That would equal to, if she hits 8 times, that would equal to 800 damage. Now let's think about adding Tarukaja to the mix, which would raise her physical attack, which at that point, bosses are just going to be a cakewalk. So it gave me the idea, why am I focusing on magic anymore? Why am I focusing on intelligence? When it's already high enough, I can basically just give her any of the intelligence and magic instances that I run into. So why not just focus on the other stats like strength, vitality, and speed, just like Magrim? And vitality we don't really have to focus on, considering Snow is always going to have low HP. It's just a thing involving female characters in Shin Megami Tensei. Don't ask how it works. That's just how it is. And the luck stat is basically useless with her, considering there's no critical attacks in Shin Megami Tensei 1. So the only stats that really matter at this point to the build that I'm trying to get is the strength stat and the speed stat. So after that huge explanation, the point is, from now on, when it comes to level up bonuses with Snow, I'm going to focus on her strength stat and her speed stat, and rarely her vitality stat, just to give her a bit more defense and some extra HP, even though she will never have max HP. I'm going to ignore intelligence and magic and give her the instances of those two stats so they won't be ignored, but I will ignore luck. So yeah, at this point on, we're going to focus on strength and speed. That's how it's going to work. I know a lot of people are going to be weirded out by that, considering everyone in the Shin Megami Tensei fandom usually endorses the idea of having your heroine strictly be a magic user. But in Shin Megami Tensei 1, and especially in Shin Megami Tensei 2 with Hiroko, you really want to focus on a strength-built heroine. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do from now on. And I'm actually going to be interested in seeing how that works out, you know? Considering I'm going for some of the best weapons in the game, so I kind of want to see what type of damage a physical-based heroine can actually do. So I kind of ignored the comment section, so let's see what you guys are saying right now. Oh, hey David, I see you're back. Welcome back. Finally, my Windows is updated. Yeah, usually it takes me like 3 hours to fully update. Scar. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything to get you to sleep, Scar. I cleaned my apartment, trying to wait for my PFD payment in the mail. Oh, that's good, David. Good for ya. Is Scar actually going to sleep now? Is he actually going to sleep and not just staying in the chat? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows, really? And just for that, I'm gonna hug Scar as well. He deserves it. There you go, Scar. There you go. Sorry for the late response. I'm watching AEW? Nah, that's okay, Arsenal, but what is AEW? I have no idea what that stands for. You beat my Luckies. Why does that sound like you? You know what? I already said that about the Bangkoks, so I'm not even gonna. Holy crap, you're good. Can I call you boss? Can I? Oh great, now we're this guy's Aniki. Let me be your apprentice. Boss, you want to go through? Yeah, sure. I kinda like this. Please go ahead. Don't let me get in your way. So, can we actually recruit you as a party member? Because I actually like having I actually like being an Aniki, you know? I guess not. I guess it's just the power couple, Malgrim and Snow. Malgrim X Snow forever. I guess that's it for Ginza. We pretty much finished with that place. And let's see. Yep, all we need to do is go through this little exit section, which does have a strength incense. Ooh, let's actually pick that up real quick. Oh, I'm actually going the completely wrong direction. Yeah, over here. Or is it? I'm so confused. Damn it, I wanted to get through this section without using the map, but I guess I have to. Almost done with this place, rejoice. Oh, I came in from the north. Okay, I actually thought I came in from the south. I guess not. Or did I? You know, I don't even fucking know anymore. I'm so confused. I don't even know where I am anymore. I can call you Big Boss. Nice one, nice one. All Elite Wrestling AEU. Ah, okay, Arsenal. Well, I unfortunately don't watch the wrestling, so that's probably why I didn't get the reference. Oh, seriously, where the hell am I? After defeating the double summoner, call your boss. You'll see the door directly ahead of you. Go through the middle door, take the stairwell up to B1. Oh, that's why. I was reading the map completely wrong. Okay, another thing to add to what Spirit did wrong. I actually had the map cut out at the top because I scrolled too far down. So I actually thought I was reading the map completely different. Apparently, I just made a mistake and just scrolled down too far. So, oops! I'm actually supposed to go south. If I go this way, this is where I'll get the strength incense. Sweet! And interestingly enough, because I want to focus on the strength stat with Snow, I'm actually going to give the strength incense to her. I know, right? Sacrilegious, but I'm really dedicated on going with this strength build for her, so who knows, maybe this will be a terrible idea, maybe this will actually be the saving grace for the end of the game. Either way, I still want to try it out and see where we'll go. Yeah, let's get out of here. Alright, and we're finally in Shinagawa, a completely new area. Ah, sweet freedom, we're finally out of the Great Fork. Yep, the Shinagawa district. If you decide to do some exploring on your own in Ginza, you might recall that according to a rumor, Shinagawa is the governmental seat of the Messiah, or so says the guide. Yeah, that is true. So apparently this is where the Messiah, our people, are being, are kept, are basically, using as their headquarters, as their base. So that'll be an interesting thing to see, considering we are technically on the side of law here. It's got my head and stuff in it. Oh no, Arsenal! You're freaking out all the other peoples. Oh shit! Look at this draw distance. You can barely see the end of this hallway. Like you can barely see the end of the hallway over there. Yeah, this is a SNES game, you know. They did the best they could. So I think we're finally in Shinagawa, which actually has a lot of collectibles to find. If I'm right, yep, this is the Messiah Church. And I have confirmed that we are in fact in the Shinagawa dungeon. So we're on the far right, and there are actually a lot of shops, armor shops and gun shops in this part of the map. So actually, to end this live stream, we're actually going to explore some of these shops and, you know, upgrade some of our equipment. See if we can actually upgrade some things. Those who believe will be saved. Little lost sheep, pray to God. What brings you to the Messiah Church? And see, we don't even have to pay any money to get in anymore, so that's good. I actually want to recover most of my HP and MP, because yeah, I did use a lot with some of my demons. And I think I'm good for now. Alright, well it's good to know that that's there. Oh! Oh right, I didn't have Estoma up. But hey, check this out, a new demon! The Yomaloa, which I believe was the, which I believe was the Yoma demon before Oncot, so, I believe I can actually get this thing. So let's actually try. Also, I believe Loa is a demon that's typically used in voodoo incantations, or at the very least, a voodoo god. So, interesting. Alright, well that didn't work. Let's try the other options. If you know what's good for you, you'll stay away from me, youngster. I don't give a fuck, dude. You got guts, kid. Tell me what you're after. And because he's a law demon, he immediately lets us talk like this. Alright. Time for the haggling. Oh, he wanted a bead. Well, you know what? Good thing we've been stocking up on a lot of beads. And we got the Yomaloa. Sweet. The Yomaloa. That actually sounds a little weird when you say it out loud. And let's see how these guys are in battle. Oh, I should probably use the gun with snow. Yeah, let's actually see how much damage we can do with the guns here. Loa casts Muda. Ooh. That's actually pretty bad if it hits power, considering he's an angel. Oh man, these things aren't going to sleep. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can do some spells. Let's see if Muhammad works, considering they were using Mudo. Keelan, you could just attack, you can't really do much at this point. And Snow, use a Mazionga just in case. Because this usually works, and 20 damage. Wow. Well, at least she shocked them all, so that's something. Crap, they dodged it. Crap. Oh, damn it. Of course, it's a law demon. Of course it would reflect Hama. Then why was it using Mudo? That might be because of its origin, you know? It probably has Hama as well, now that I think about it. Oh, I am right, according to Green Raccoon. Yes! Everybody gets one. We're a weird bunch. You can say that again, Arsenal. You can say that again. And heck, there's nothing wrong with being weird after all. This is gonna be a tricky battle, considering I don't have much to go on. Let's just use Tarakaja. I don't want to summon anything. I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to summon something. So let's just continue shocking them, because Snow can technically go first. Let's start skipping this. Blah, 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 blah. And let's continue with that strategy we were doing. You know what, Snow, just keep using Mazionga. That's working great. The fact that she has a high speed stat makes it easy to take care of this Loa, because she's always going first and she's always shocking these things. Yeah, this battle's pretty much in the bag. It was difficult at first, and man, these guys have a lot of defense. But you know, we were able to do it. Man, I wonder how much experience these guys are gonna give. Probably not much, considering I've been grinding a lot, but you know, I can at least hope. And at this point, I think we could just auto-attack. 820, yeah. I didn't expect much. But hey, at least we figured out how tough these things really are. Which means we could just use Estoma now. I mean, I could encounter more demons and negotiate them into my party, but I'll probably just do that off screen. Alright, time for some more shopping. Let me actually look at the guide, because it actually does have information about what you should buy. So let's see. Shopping district, visit the terminal. Oh, we didn't actually visit the terminal first. Well, before that, let's look at the armor. You want to upgrade your armor, enter the armor shop and purchase the Dragon Helm, Dragon Mail, Draupnir. I'm pretty sure that's Nordic or something. At least it sounds Nordic. And Dragon Boots for the main hero, purchase the Crimson Helm, Crimson Armor, Crimson Gauntlets, and Crimson Boots for the heroine. The shopping will set you back on cash quite a bit. Yeah, no doubt about that. Well, before we do that, we'll do what we usually do when I'm shopping and just buy everything and see if it all works. Because who knows, one of these things might be related to a particular element or alignment. And I probably won't be able to equip it, so let's just buy everything we can. The Robe of Law. Okay, well obviously that's going to be law element, so let's start equipping stuff. You know what, let me bring out a pencil. Just like last time, I'm gonna write down the stuff that I actually need from the shop. Yeah, if you guys can no doubt tell, the rest of this part is basically just going to be shopping, so... You know, I at least like to show this off. Okay, so let's check out the Dragon Helm in place of the Dark Crown. Gives 2+ to Strength. It loses the 2 points of Vitality, and as for the actual stats... Adds 2 to Power, 3 to defense, and 4 to evasion, so ultimately the Dragon Helm is just better. So let me write that down. Hero. dragon helm. And if you guys have any questions in the chat that you want to ask, feel free to ask this, because the rest of this part is basically just going to be pretty slow. So, you know, I'll answer any question you guys have, just to make things interesting. So, the dragon helm is good. What about the dragon mail? In place of the tetragemmer. So that adds a point in intelligence. Not bad, not bad. In terms of the actual stats, ooh, defense raises pretty high. Evasion as well. Magic. Overall, the dragon helm is just better. So definitely, or the dragon mail, I mean. So we're also getting the dragon mail. Perfect. Alright, now for the Dropnir. I don't know what this is, or what it even goes to. What am I supposed to put it on? My arm? Okay. Actually, I'm kind of interested in knowing what the fuck that even is. So let me Google it, just because. Dropnir. Well, it immediately brings me to a yo-yo. Oh, it is from Norse mythology. In Norse mythology, Dropnir is a gold ring possessed by the god Odin, with the ability to multiply itself. Every ninth night, 8 new rings drip from Dropnir, each one of the same size and weight as the original. Okay then. So apparently we're wearing a ring that can duplicate itself that was given to the god Odin. Are we feeling special? And we can actually purchase more from the shop, so technically, I guess it's right that it can make multiple copies? Dude, if the shop owner has like the actual Dropnir with him, then he could have a fucking gold mine just selling nothing but Dropnirs. But yeah, let me check. I didn't actually see what stats it gave. Ooh, it raises the strength by 1. Unfortunately, it lowers the vitality by 1 as well. But as for the stats on the right, it's good. It's good, yeah. So the Dropnir is a definite must as well. No, not a P, a U. It's not Drapenir, it's Dropnir. And I have to enunciate with the accent, because it's Nordic. I mean, I don't have a Nordic accent, but, you know, I at least want to. Why are you so adorable? Because I know you, and your adorableness rubbed off on me. Duh! I'm trying so hard not to blush from that. And the dragon boots. Let's see how good this is. Raises the stats by a little, but still, any amount counts, so dragon boots are a definite must. Basically everything we bought, according to the guide, is a definite buy, so... Dragon boots... Now let's check out this robe of law and see if it's actually useful at all. It replaces the dragon mail, and oh my god, look at all of those base stat upgrades. It raises strength by 2, magic by 2, vitality by 2, and luck by 2. My goodness, that's amazing. And the guide wanted us to buy the dragon mail? Oh, he was probably going for the neutral route, so you know what, that would make sense. The person who probably wrote the guide did not play on the law route, so he probably didn't have this rope with him. So let me check the actual... Yeah! Overall, it's just a much better accessory. Although I can see it lowers the defense by quite a lot. Or is that... Yeah, that is definitely the robe of law. It lowers the defense by 18. I think that's a worthy sacrifice, so... oh, I just threw my pencil across the room. Ignoring that, let me cross out the dragon mail and write down the robe of... Not Robo, the Robo of Law. I keep calling it Robe of Lord. Robe of Law. What would the Robo of Law be? Now that I think about it. Probably Arnold Schwarzenegger from Terminator 2. That's probably what he would be. Okay, so we figured out what we're gonna get for the hero. Let's see what we're gonna get for the heroine. So the guide, let me pull up the guide again. Because I have to scroll all the way up to my phone, just to my phone's history, just to open the guide. So, Crimson Helm, Crimson Armor, Crimson Gauntlets, and Crimson Boots. Although there is this Masquerade. Are we buying the Masked Circle or something? That's basically what it is. Okay, so what the hell is the Masquerade? No, I didn't want to exit the shop. Ah, fuck it. Let's just look at it over here. So, Masquerade, apparently it's a unisexual weapon or accessory or equipment. Let's see what it's for. The head. You know what, I'm gonna have to test this out. I did not know there was this. So, let's buy the Masquerade and the Dragon Helm. And let's see which one is better. So, Dragon Helm is that. So let's see what the Masquerade does. Okay, so it's more of a magic-oriented equipment. I can definitely see that, yeah. It raises magic more than strength. Overall, I'm not focusing on magic with Mogrim. And I'm not even focusing magic with Snow anymore either, so... The Masquerade isn't really all that useful. I mean, I guess I could say the same about Joker from Persona 2, but you know, I actually like Joker, so it's... will never be useless in my book. Alrighty, so let's buy the stuff for the heroine and see if... Well, actually, now that I look at it, we might not even have to write down anything, considering this is all she's getting, and this is all that they're pretty much selling at this point. Crimson Gauntlet. Did I already buy a Crimson Gauntlet? I don't even remember. The Crimson Greaves. I do not know what a Greaves is. Is that supposed to go on her legs or something? Is that just a fancy way to say boots? I like how it all just says Crimson because the rest of the words can't fit in. That's perfect. So let's check the Demon Helm, or the Demon Eater, and already I'm seeing an unfortunate purchase. The Demon Eater is definitely better. So, unfortunately for the Crimson Helm, it's not going to be useless. So let me write that down. There we go. Greaves on leg armor. Greaves are basically armored pants. Ah, okay. Armored pants. Interesting. Never heard of armored pants before, but then again, that's probably used for like warriors or soldiers and stuff like that. I don't know what is what. What kind of crimson is this? Crimson body? Okay. What goes on the body? Crimson armor, I guess. See if it's better than a Tetra Jammer. Wow, is the Crimson Armor just worse than the stuff that I bought in Ginza? It looks like it is, although it does raise the defense. The Crimson Armor does raise the defense a little bit more. And the magic power, by a few points. Honestly, they're both okay. I can't tell which one is better though. I'll probably just stick with the Tetrajammer. I don't want to waste my money. I mean, I only have a finite amount of money, so I'm not going to buy that. Moving on to the next equipment, the Crimson Gauntlets. Is it better than the Kishin Gauntlets? Well, it adds an extra point to strength, which I'm perfectly okay with. Also does with power, adds 3 points to defense. Overall, the Crimson Arm is better than the Kishin Gauntlet, or the Crimson Gauntlet, yeah. So we're definitely buying the Crimson Gauntlet, which is probably going to be the only thing that we will buy for the heroine. Hey, I'm not complaining really, because, you know, this basically just saves me more money. Saves me more Maka for later purchases. And I definitely am going to need a ton of Maka for later, considering there's a particular weapon that I want to buy from a endgame shop. So the Crimson Arm is good. What about the Crimson Legs? Is it the Crimson Legs? No, it's the Crimson Boots. I mean, I guess they could be Crimson Legs if they're all bloody, but you know. It adds a point in strength, which is okay. Also an accuracy for both sword and guns. It raises defense evasion. Overall, the Crimson Boots are also good. Okay. I'm gonna get the Crimson Boots as well. So, pretty much just the arm and leg pieces are okay. Everything else is just basically, we got better. For the heroine, at least. Alrighty, that's it for my shopping. Now I basically just have to buy everything again. So, let's actually buy the stuff this time. First we're gonna buy the Dragon Helm from Malgrim. Hopefully we'll have enough room to store all of this. And we'll buy the Robe of Law, because it's better than the Dragon Mail, definitely. The Draupnir. And who knows, maybe we'll get more Draupnir after the 9th night that we have it. And Dragon Boots, which for some reason I wrote as Dagon Boots. I mean, would Dagon even wear boots? I don't know, he is sort of like a sea creature. Do Cthulhu sea creatures wear clothes? That's the real question here. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I needed to check the Masquerade to see if it was okay, see if the heroine was actually good with it. I'll check it after the actual purchases here. So the Dragon Gauntlet and the Dragon Boots. Or the Dragon Greaves, my bad. It's weird, the guide actually calls them the Crimson Boots, but the game calls them the Crimson Greaves. Just a little something I found interesting. Alrighty, so let's equip all we have here. And then we can sell the old armor after we're done. Now that's looking great. You know, they probably sold us that really awesome ability because that really awesome Robe of Law here, because we're technically in the Messiah headquarters. So obviously they would have equipment suited for their alignment. Alright, well now that I've bought everything I needed, let's make another save state and test out to see if this masquerade is better than what the heroine has right now. So let's go to our inventory. What will this replace? It will replace the Demon Eater. So let's see if it's better than the Demon Eater. Honestly, no, because I'm already seeing that it lowers the strength by 2. Yeah, not better. Alright. Well, it was worth a try. Alright, well, it looks like we got all of our equipment now, so... Oh wait, before we actually leave, I actually want to sell all of my old equipment. Man, I don't really need it anymore. This is pretty much going to be our final party in terms of human characters. So let me just sort my items so we could sell everything. Robes have holy energy woven into the cloth. That's probably why it's better than the mail. Yeah, that's probably true, Green Raccoon. I mean, it did increase a ton of my stats. Like, oh my god, it increased like 5 different stats. That was like crazy. I'm honestly really glad that I bought it. So yeah, basically just selling everything here. Crap, I lost like 50,000 Maka. I'm gonna have to make it. I'm gonna have to make that all up later. What route? Radabe Mehera. Oh, is this who I think it is? I'm pretty sure this is who I think it is. Yep, this is definitely Hibiki. What's up, Hibiki? What route? I'm going to the, well, according to the chat, which are who are, making my choices in this game, I'm apparently going down the law route. And it seems that everyone's okay with it. So, yeah. And apparently, according to Green Raccoon, this is going to be like the first ever law route playthrough, so I'm actually pretty excited to get it now. When will Atlus and FromSoft give Souls Megami Tensei we want for millions of years? And Squaresoft, I think you mean Squaresoft. Don't count on it, Hibiki. Don't count on it. I mean, Atlus these days, they really only care about Persona. Just milking the shit out of Persona 5. Junk store. Do I even need anything from the junk store at the moment? I don't think I even do. Yeah, I pretty much got everything I need. So we can just ignore that. Is there a weapon shop here somewhere? No, that's a healer. Wait, then what's with the Messiah Church? Oh, this is for those who want to be neutral. Ugh. Those neutral tryhards. No, from software creators of Dark Souls. Oh. Well, that's why I didn't know what you were talking about. I don't play Dark Souls. And Bloodborne and Sekiro. Oh, they created Sekiro. Well, I'm actually interested in that game, so who knows, maybe I'll play that someday. Ah, here's the terminal. Now we can actually access it. And just in case, let's save here. Let's actually save instead of just using the save states. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Ugh. Doesn't that always happen? In every single live stream, I accidentally do that. Alright, let's reset the game, because I'm actually not done yet. Surprisingly, even though I said I was going to be done soon. I actually want to do one more thing before we stop the live stream here. And Code Vein. Code Vein. Some of my friends have been talking about the game and showed me a couple of trailers. I am so hooked on that. Once I get my next paycheck, I am definitely getting Code Vein. It was this one, yeah. I mean, zombie vampires? Who wouldn't love that? And Kingfield, and Eternal Ring, and Evergrace. Oh man, so many games that I actually never heard about. Ooh, Persky. Well, I know I can't recruit you because I was actually trying to recruit you during my off-screen grinding. So, let's just kill you. For some reason, Snow isn't using her guns. Gonna have to fix that. There we go. Now we can just auto battle. And another Loa. You know what? I don't even want to deal with you. You guys are just way too much. Oh, but they do give me beads when I talk to them. And that's mostly because I already have a Loa with me, so... It pays to be friends with demons, you know? Says Satanist. Did I miss any shops in this part? No, I didn't apparently. Alright, so I guess there are no weapons shops at the moment. How unfortunate. Shadow Tower, Ninja Blade, Enchanted Arms. Yeah, I've never heard of those games before. Does software usually make hack and slash action games, or what is the usual genre that they invest in? Because from what I've heard, they only really focus on action games. I mean, that's pretty much what Code Vein is at this point. Let's see. Well, before we end the live stream here, I actually want to do a couple of fusions on screen, you know, for once, so I can actually do some stuff. So you guys can actually see what I do. Well, thanks to the extra upgrade that Steven gave us, we can now carry 10 demons. So I could take this time to go find an extra demon to use for fusion fodder, but I don't give a shit right now. Let's just see what we can make for now. Loa. Seems like you can only fuse with Senri and Werewolf. So what do you make when you fuse with Senri? Another Oncot. I don't need an Oncot though. I already have an Oncot. Let's see. Loa, Werewolf, what will you make? Keroberos, really? It'll make Cerberus? Well, for story reasons, I don't think we should make a Cerberus. Call it a hunch, but I don't think we've technically seen the last of our amazing Doggo Pascal. So I guess we can't really fuse Loa with anything. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh wait, we technically can. I was being stupid. Quancha. What will it fuse when it's with Quancha? A Turdock Chaos Demon. Nope, can't make that. Power? As soon as I was drinking my tea. Decarabia. Of course it would be Decarabia. One of the demons from the Ars Goetia tomes. One of 72, if I remember correctly. And I believe we've actually met a couple of Ars Goetia demons. Yeah, the Red Count and the Black Baron were actually... what were their names? Belial and Nebulos? Yeah, those two were also Ars Goetia demons, and so is Decarabia. I love Decarabia's design because he's basically just a floating starfish with an eye. He's basically Patrick Star. But unfortunately he's Chaos Alignment, so we can't really use him. Unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see what this does. Agni! Holy shit. Well, unfortunately, it's a Chaos Demon, so again, we can't fuse that. Hey Spirit, I have a small favor to ask when we play SMT2. Well, shoot, Green Raccoons, go ahead. Ask away, because, you know, this is pretty much going to be boring as it is, you know, just fusing. There's a certain law demon named Remiel that makes his debut in that game. If you're good, can you have him join your party when we get to SMT2? Remiel. I'm trying to remember if I know that demon. Dang, I don't remember if I've ever seen that demon in SMT before. But yeah, if we do go down the law path, which I'm pretty sure, considering how this chat acts when it comes to these decisions, yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll definitely go down the law route in that game. And I'll definitely try to get Remiel. If anything, if they still have the elemental fusions in that game, then it'll be pretty easy to get any demon I want. Especially if it's in a class that is easy to find. So we can't really do anything about the Loa. Let's see if we can fuse anything with the Quancha. Another Senri. Nah. Not that useful. Power? A Senri again? Okay. Yeah, this is pretty much, as you can see, this is pretty much why I usually do my fusions off screen. It gets pretty boring just looking through the different fusion results. Turdock again. Ugh. Not that. Oh yeah, and because my Misaguchi is a vile demon, it can't fuse into anything else. Unless we want a slime demon, which we definitely do not want a slime demon. What does the Senri and the werewolf fuse into? What, so many Turdocks? Yeah, overall, it seems like we don't really have many fusion options. I think Spirit Remiel is actually a cool guy in the series as a whole. Oh really? Well, if you say so, then I might as well see exactly who Remiel is. With a quick Google search, of course. Remiel. Huh. I don't actually recognize this guy. Yeah, this is actually one of the few demons I don't recognize. He's like a pink angel with red wings and green hair. He actually looks pretty damn sweet. Is he like holding a horn? That's pretty cool. And I could tell from the artwork that it's definitely a classic Kaneko design. It's not like a post Shin Megami Tensei If design. It's definitely early on. Oh, he also has artwork of him in green skin and pink wings. Oh, this is actually a pretty cool demon design. Alright, well, I'll definitely try to get him whenever I play SMT2. Although I do have to warn you, Green Raccoon, I will be playing SMT If before SMT2. I know technically in the canonical order SMT2 is a sequel to SMT1, but I really want to play SMT If. Mostly because we've been waiting like a decade to play that game. Alright, so let's see. Power. See, I don't want to fuse anything with the Keelan because it still has Estoma. And Estoma is still useful. I don't want to depart with it. I completely forgot what I can make with certain demons, so let's just be random. Loa. No, I already have a Loa. What happens if I fuse it with the Oncot? What will happen then? Oh right, it makes an element. Because they're both of the same element. Actually, that might be okay. Considering I can just find a Loa here. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Let's just fuse these two Yoma demons into an Aquas element that we can potentially use for an element fusion, and then just recruit a Yoma out here in Shinagawa. Makes things easier on our end, and again opens up possibilities for more fusions, considering this is an element. So let's see what type of fusions it can make. Apparently a few, so let's see. With the werewolf, were-dog. Oh, I get it. It's level 5, but the werewolf is like level 40 or something. That's because the werewolf is the last demon in the hybrid line, so it basically restarts to the beginning. Okay, so well, we don't really need to fuse any elements with the werewolf anymore. What about Senri? What does she make? Troll. Okay. Love the hair, dude. He's not really a great demon at all. Not really. But he is the next fairy demon, so I guess I kinda have to. Unfortunately, my level... Oh yeah, Malgrim is level 45, so we can't fuse that yet. Which is unfortunate. Is that really it? I guess so. Let's just see what this makes. Yep, definitely slime. Alright, well, at least we know. At least we know. So, honestly, at this point, we can't really fuse anything until I go find more demons, or if I decide to go back to the rag shop to get more elements. But I think this is the best part to stop the stream. Understood. One more thing to mention. Remiel has a different design in SMT2 and SMT-if. That's probably what I was looking at, Green Raccoon. The green skin design and the pink skin design. Yeah. Don't know why Kaneko changed it between games so early. I don't know. That's a little bizarre, but you know. Maybe he just really liked that demon. In those games, he wears a blue robe and holds a staff with 2 bells on it. Okay, I definitely did not see that design. Well, I'll definitely look forward to that whenever I get to SMT2 or if. But for now, this is where I'm going to stop this live stream. So, yeah, we actually accomplished like 2 full dungeons of exploration, thanks to both Estoma and the fact that I had a map with me. So we're basically in Shinagawa now. This is going to be a pretty uneventful dungeon because the only reason we're here, according to the guide, is to just get the collectibles, and there are definitely a lot of collectibles to find in this place. And once we do that, we'll head to a different location. But that'll all be done in the next part. I definitely won't be looking around for any items until we come back. Although, again, like every single part, I will be doing a couple fusions off screen. More specifically, I'll be doing a couple of elemental fusions and maybe grind Malgrim up to level 46 so we can fuse that troll. Who knows? But yeah, this is it for the Shin Megami Tensei live stream tonight. I have been Spirit RoseWolf, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night.